Doors closing.
All right, y'all. So once again, to all my white people, let me clean my screen a little bit. So I did it again, y'all. Threw you under the bus again, man. I had to do it again, man. Just get people to click the video, man. My bad, man. But nah, for real. What we should expect from white people? Nothing. We shouldn't expect nothing from no white people. We need to be trying to get ourselves together. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think it's fair to expect things from white people. I think it's fair for them to respond the way that they did behind the murder of George Carl. I'm finna call the man George Carl again, y'all. I do it every time. George Floyd. Because they want they want justice too, and I can see it, man. They marching with us. You got people, you got cops taking off gear, marching with people. There's definitely seems to be a concerted effort to show support for this thing. You know, and if you want to be cynical and pessimistic and say, oh, they just don't want us riding, or they don't want us looting, or they da. You can listen. You can vilify everything a person does. You can always vilify whatever a person does. But like I said in another video, man, we gotta learn to be honest. We gotta learn to be honest. And I don't think we should expect anything from white people, man. We need to expect it from ourselves. We need to expect it from ourselves. I think we as black people, we need to be more we need to have a standard, man. We need to stop this approach to life, you know, as a people that says be who you want. Because if this one man, George Floyd, can represent us all right now, then one idiot could also represent us all, man. Now I'm just using the standard that y'all throwing out there. You know what I'm saying? Because in a way I do feel like George Floyd is the man's name. I don't know why I keep saying that, y'all really don't. But George Floyd is the man's name. But if he can really represent us all, I feel like in a way he does. But I also feel like in a way he doesn't. You know, it's just certain things. But I feel like we need to hold ourselves to a certain standard in the black community, man. I think it's imperative. I just feel like while we continue on the same way, while we continue to glorify the same things that's been plaguing us, you know, I mean, we want justice, but I feel like we deserve justice in this George Floyd situation, absolutely. But I also think with the same intent and with the same fervency that we, you know, share the propaganda and we spread the hate messages of how all these bad things happen to blacks, I think we need to do the same thing when we see really good things happening, man. Because you can't also be a tool for the propaganda machine. And then all of these videos in sequence are pretty much just geared towards seeing a better America. Because I feel like we can rally behind this thing. And I see more people, more white people and people of other ethnicities than I have ever seen, all demonstrating the fact that they want justice, or demonstrating the fact that they stand with us, or actually demonstrating it, you know. And then it has captivated the entire world. And again, if you, for whatever reason you think that may be, it still has happened. And so, we need to take advantage, man. And instead of us making so many demands from white people, why don't we also make these demands as men, as women? Like, you need to hold your brother and your sister to a respectable standard. You know what I'm saying? I don't think everything is relative. I think there's just some things that we should not be caught doing. Like, is there a certain code or whatever the case may be, that we're just setting a standard for ourselves. Because guess what? Malcolm and Martin both set standards for blacks, man. They said there was things that would not be named among these guys because anybody who was doing those things was just a detriment to the movement. And we don't have that anymore in black culture. And I think we need to get that, man. Seriously. Now, people make their money in different ways. I already explained how I feel about people making illegal money and stuff like that. You know, if that's what you do, but there's just certain behaviors that just shouldn't be named among us. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Just in all fairness, let that be whatever you think it is. You know, because I may name some things that I don't see wrong, and you may disagree, and then that'll throw a wrench in the whole thing, because now we have a disagreement about something, and you think I'm so stupid you shouldn't listen to my videos anymore, you know? But I think if you talk to enough people on the up and up, there are certain things that we can agree upon. And so I just feel like we don't need to expect anything from white people, you know? I think it's fair to expect certain things. I think that's fair, but we shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be something that it must happen, because you know what? What if it don't? What if it don't? What if they don't continue this same mindset that they have right now, standing with us behind George Floyd and his murder, and, you know, the whole police brutality thing, you know? What if they don't? What if they just faking it because they want you to shut up? You know, are you holding yourself to that standard? I really think we need to sober up and just kind of just looking at everybody, man. Not just black people, but white people, Americans, Asians, Arabs, you know, Africans. We need to really sober up and just use this moment as a time to hit the reset button. And with that being said, I want to know, moving forward, black people, are we going to hold ourselves to a better standard in America? I mean, what is it that the title of this video really should have been what to expect from your fellow brother. Like, what kind of standard are you holding? You holding a standard of excellence? You know, I know not everybody is perfect. Life happens, things happen, but I mean, the Black Panthers, man, they stood for something. They stood for something, y'all. Martin, he stood for something. Malcolm X, the man had a standard. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need in this country. It's too many people in this country just freelancing, doing their own thing, and regardless of the consequences, oh, he black though, they're my people. Yeah, that's fine. Still my people, but he may be making us look stupid right now. He may be hurting the cause right now. You know what I'm saying? And again, whatever that is in your mind, that's what it needs to be. Because again, we may not agree on certain things. I know what my standard is, but what's yours? And are you holding your fellow brother to that standard? You know? And is your standard pure? Does it project hate to someone else? Does it? I mean, chivalry, are we really teaching that still? You know, respect for our women. Are we exemplifying that? I can't talk about white people. I'm not white. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if we hold ourselves to a certain standard, we force everybody else to hold us to that. I mean, we force everybody else to respect that standard, is what I should say. You know, it's just really something. I mean, as we continue to get older, you know, everybody's claiming the millennial title, but you know what that means? If you're a millennial, you like 21, 22, 25. You know what I'm saying? You're getting older. You need to know what it is you believe. You need to know your path to success. You need to know what your standard is. And I don't think it's always a very good one right now. If I'm completely honest, I think we turn our eyes. I think we turn a blind eye to certain things. I think we say, oh, it's because he's black. Or you know how them white folks is. I think we use that too much. I think we use that too much. I think we need to demand excellence from one another. That's what I think. You know, if you demand excellence, then you get more people shooting for it. We may not always achieve it every single time, but goodness, boy, if we trying for that excellence, man, sometimes we might hit it. You know, maybe I'm over some of y'all heads, man. Y'all ain't been listening to me anyway. I've always talked about these things. I just feel like now I got more ears possibly to listen, and that's kind of why I want to expound it. I don't want George Floyd to be done died in vain, even though I can't never get time to get the man's name right. You know, I don't want it to be said that he died in vain. You know, and it's just. With this situation is a time to unify the country. You know, George Floyd is gone. But the fact that we unifying behind what happened to him, it's a great opportunity. And, you know, I hate to compare this thing to a marriage, but sometimes you got to realize your own flaws. You know what I'm saying? And I know they outnumber us. White people outnumber us. And I know you feel, you know, we've been wronged and stuff. But at the same time, man, you need to check your brother, man. You need to check your sister. You know, we need to demand excellence from one another. And we need to demand love and respect for one another. Like, we got to love each other, man. If we got this standard in America, in Black America, they don't have a choice but to respect that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to take any of the focus off the fact that this man was murdered. And again, it was by 4 cops. I don't know why they haven't arrested the other 3 yet. But I just feel like people are listening now. And while y'all listening, I want to say, let's uphold the standard, man. Let's put a standard in and demand it from each other. Let's quit worrying about what we think the white man should do. What if they don't? You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, ever since the government put crack cocaine in and just destroyed the Black Panther Party, we ain't never been that strong and unified, y'all. You got to ask yourself why. What's going on that we can't never get that unified no more? Because we was organized. Our men were men. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was some real men back then, man. They were disciplined. They read more. We don't read nothing, y'all. We don't read nothing. You know what I'm saying? That new stimulus bill passed. I was calling everybody I knew to tell them that they can get that money that was in that stimulus that nobody knew about, aside from the $1,200, and nobody I talked to even knew about that clause in it because nobody reads anything. You know what I'm saying? And these are the same people and the same type of people that ridicule me because I support Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like there's a lot of things that we can demand from each other, man. Ranging from the way we parent, the things we allow our children to be exposed to. You know what I'm saying? The examples we set to our children, from the way we carry ourselves in the workplace. You know, I know a guy who's like one of the best in the trade, but his attitude is really hindering him going over the top. It really is. And everybody knows it. You know, but this person feels like, oh, it's because I'm black. It's because I'm black. Nah, bro, it's how you carry yourself. It's how you talk to people. It's, you know, when you get upset, how you go about things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be able to look that man in the mirror, but you also gotta look at your brother and be like, look, man, it's 2020. We still playing these nigga games. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. Seriously, we need to expect and demand excellence from each other, man. It is what it is.
Doors closing.